Welcome back to Alcohol on the Internet. Okay, so tonight that's this vid by Empressive and it's called... Yeah, someone mentioned me on Instagram, whatever. And the video is called Prince William knocked out Prince Harry because of Meghan Markle. Harry exposes messy royal secrets. Okay. I guess there's no secret. This is about his memoir, isn't it? This autobiography he came out with. I have not read it. All I heard about some chap doing it about him talking about how he lost his virginity at 16 or 17 or something like that in a field behind a pub or something like that. On one hand, we didn't need to know this, but on the other hand, I'm kind of glad I knew it because, like, it makes him seem more relatable now. Look, I say, who hasn't had their first time in a non-ideal place? Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into my first time doing the deed. Like, I'm spelling details in that regard. But yeah, sure. Without further ado, let's get into his reaction. These middle-aged dudes have Meghan Markle and living in their heads rent-free is actually sad. And then they talk about other people's lives not gonna get you a life now, is it? Unfortunately. Is the thing recording? Okay.
Prince Harry is spilling some shocking tea about the royal family, including the fight that he had with his own brother, Prince William. His brother attacked him because of his wife, Meghan Markle. To find out more, stay tuned.
Yeah, I want to know why.
This video.
What? These are all fighting over all about Meghan Markle. It's actually insane. Let's not blame her for every fight that these royals get into, though. Unfortunately, people still do it anyway. Fucking hell.
The Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, is planning to spill a lot of his family's tea in his upcoming memoir, Spare. And a lot of people are pretty surprised over some of the recent bombshells that were revealed. And some may wonder, why is he dropping this tell-all book now? Well, it's very simple. Salacious news and scandal sells. He knows that. He knows that people are going to be very interested to hear the tea that he spills about the royal family. And not only that, I do think Prince Harry has some resentment towards his father, King Charles, and his brother, Prince William, because of how they treated him and because they cut him off. When he stepped down from his royal duties, they cut him off. And I do think Prince Harry felt a way about that. And not only that, he felt a way about how the royal family treated his wife, Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Now, Meghan is looked at as the villain a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe that she created this rift between Harry and his family. But honestly, I don't believe that. I do think Harry has been trying to find a way out for a long time. I mean, he saw firsthand what happened to his mother. His mother died trying to escape the royal family. And people would be crazy to think that Harry wasn't trying to find his way of escaping either. So I do think in some ways he used Meghan to escape. He knew that marrying an older mixed-race American woman who's a liberal and a feminist and a one-time divorcee was going to shake up the pot a little bit, because Meghan pretty much was the opposite of what the royal family represented. So I think Harry was very intentional on choosing Meghan as a way...
Wasn't Camilla a divorcee as well? I can't even. Right? We can't even give Harry shit for the tell-all when you got his dad's phone calls being leaked and shit. And don't even get started on that letter about how he wanted to be inside Camilla like a human tampon. Oh, some things we didn't need to know, but you know anyway. Invasive British press.
And that's not to say that he didn't love her. I think he loves her as well, but he definitely was using her as a way out. And that's just my opinion. Now, I'm going to get into some of the shocking excerpts that's been revealed so far in his book. But before I do, I first want to thank Sonic Bonnet for partnering.
Yeah, I'm not buying a bonnet, my dear.
Built into its brick form.
But yeah, take advantage of all this discount and all that.
And sweetly with your favorite earphones are USB shine, body, and hair. Treat yourself to a Sonic Bonnet today at sonicbonnet.com. And while you're at it, grab a gift for a friend or a loved one. I honestly can't think of a
Maybe I'll get
cuter
off my
gift.
birthday.
Take advantage of the free U.S. shipping on all
But
orders
we'll see.
over $50 now at sonicbonnet.com. Once again, I want to thank Sonic Bonnet for partnering with me and sponsoring this video. Now let's get into what Prince Harry revealed in his upcoming autobiography, Spare. He did open up about himself. He actually spoke about his drug usage when he was younger. He actually used to do cocaine and mushrooms, and he was very wacky.
Who didn't used to do that shit when they were younger, when they were partying and shit like that? Seriously, you got like 15, 16-year-olds up and down the UK fucking getting high and driving high and shit. Is it right? No, but does this shit happen? Yes. The stuff I know about people is actually insane.
And he partied a lot, and he lost his virginity to a much older woman in the back of an English pub. And he could have left this part out, but I know it wouldn't be a juicy and honest autobiography.
I kind of find it hilarious he left it in there.
His own drama and mess. He also talked about how he tried to get a little spicy with his wife, Meghan Markle. He said that one time he was very disproportionately and sloppily angry with her and addressed her harshly.
Damn.
And he said she was very calm and quiet, and she said in a very level tone that she would not stand to be spoken to like that.
Yes.
She said she was not going to raise children in an atmosphere of anger or disrespect.
Good.
And she laid it out all very, very clear. And this prompted Prince Harry to go to therapy and get his act right. So I thought that part was very interesting.
Yeah, that's good.
He also spoke about his relationship.
Yeah, that bit's good because these are all just villainize Meghan and shit like that. If you read that bit, you're gonna be like, damn, she ain't the villain after all. Here's the thing, right? People love playing the blame game when people are beefing, right? Like right now, they're all just blaming Meghan for, like Harry and William aren't getting along, Meghan's to blame. Harry and Charles aren't getting along, Meghan's to blame. It's like, people just love having a scapegoat to blame everything on. And it's like, let's not do that. Let's not blame somebody else for grown adults' actions. Let's not blame one grown adult for another grown adult's actions. That's all I gotta say. I'm still not over fucking Jeremy Clarkson talking about how he dreamed about freaking Meghan being paraded down the streets naked, people throwing excrements at her, ringing the bell. Shame. That shit was just unnecessary. Like, what was that all about? We get you're Piers Morgan's best mate, but like, what's your smoke? We get Piers Morgan's smoke. He's just mad that you couldn't get into Meghan Markle's knickers, even though he has a wife and kids at home. Like, people want what they can't have, but it's just insane. It's just sad.
With his father,
So much hatred for somebody.
And his brother,
It's mad.
Prince William. He even threw shade at Prince William and said that his baldness was alarming, and he pretty much lost the good looks he inherited from their mother, Princess Diana. I thought that was pretty funny and pretty shady. But what he said about his father was more interesting. He said his father took jabs at him and taunted him about his true paternity. For those who don't know, there's been a lot of speculation that King Charles is not actually Harry's real dad.
Oh yeah, I heard about those rumors.
Diana's former lover, Major James Hewitt, is actually Harry's dad. I mean, if you look at them, they do look pretty similar. I mean, they both have ginger
they
hair.
do, yeah.
And they do have similar features, so it's
That's
not
crazy.
hard to believe that he could be his father. But this was just an unfounded rumor. Harry grew up believing that Charles was his daddy, so it was hurtful to him when his father would sometimes question his paternity.
Yeah, that's sad. Really sad.
Paul liked telling stories, and this was one of the best in his repertoire. He'd always end with a burst of philosophizing. Who knows if I'm really the Prince of Wales? Who knows if I'm even your real father? He laughed and laughed, though it was a remarkably unfunny
That's not funny.
joke, given the rumor circulating.
It's come from me
just
that comes out
then
a lot
my
of harsh
actual
shit
father was
and
one
passed
of
off as
Mummy's
jokes.
former lovers, Major James Hewitt. One cause of this rumor was Major Hewitt's flaming ginger hair, but another cause was sadism. So Harry was pretty hurt by his father's comments, and I don't really think he believes that James is his real father. He went on to say that Diana didn't meet James until long after he was born. So I guess that's his way of saying that James is not his dad. But I don't think Charles believes that. I think there's a reason he made a joke about it. But it was definitely super insensitive to Harry. Also, Harry revealed that Charles was jealous of his wife, Meghan Markle, because Meghan was very popular. In fact, her popularity kind of overshadowed everybody else besides the Queen. And Charles didn't like that, and he didn't really want to make provisions for her. And this revelation confirmed what I always thought. I think Meghan's presence really shook up the royals, not only because she was mixed race,
of course it
because
did.
she came from a common background, but also because of her popularity. They didn't like the fact that she was getting too much attention. So they used the British media to break her down. And the media had a field day going in on Meghan, and this actually affected her popularity amongst the British public. And also, I think their attacks were super harsh on Meghan because of her race. But yeah, some of the members in the royal family was a little jealous that she was getting a little too much attention. And Harry's brother, Prince William, wasn't really supportive of the marriage. He didn't want Harry to marry Meghan because he felt like Harry didn't know Meghan well enough. That's what was said, but I honestly believe it had
Coming from the
more to
Prince
do
of
with
Pegging.
her race and her background.
I can't.
Meghan was very different from anything anybody expected, so they didn't fully embrace her, and this actually created some tension between William and Harry. And William and Harry have always had a little tension and competitiveness between each other, but it got more serious when Meghan entered the picture. Meghan kind of came to the royal palace a little flippantly. Harry did not prep her well enough.
Oh, definitely he did not.
Because she was super casual about everything. She wasn't prepared for the culture shock that she was about to face. She didn't realize how difficult it was going to be being a part of the royal family. She didn't realize how many restrictions they had, the endless obligations, the protocol they had to follow, the invasiveness from the media. It was just a lot. It was a huge adjustment. And Meghan had to be careful of some of the things she said. Even if she said it innocently and lightheartedly, she had to be very careful because people would take offense to it. In fact, there was an instance that Harry described in his book where Meghan made a comment about William's wife, Kate Middleton. While they were preparing for Meghan and Harry's wedding, Kate actually had a mini breakdown. She was upset over flower girl dresses, and Meghan noticed this and she thought, okay, maybe she's just going through some things because she just gave birth. So she said that Kate probably had a baby brain because of her hormones. And I don't think she said this with any ill intention at all. I think, if anything, she was making an excuse for Kate's behavior because Kate was getting upset over very little things. And Meghan was like, well, it's her postpartum hormones. But apparently, this was very, very offensive, not only to Kate, but people in the royal house.
Jesus
They were
Christ.
looking down on Meghan like, you're a subordinate. How dare you make a comment about the future?
Some people can't take a joke these days.
You're not even close enough to make a comment like that, so stay in your place. I'm just paraphrasing, but they basically gave Meghan the business. They reprimanded her, and Meghan was offended by it because she didn't feel like...
Fucking hell, man. Some people take people's comments way too seriously. It's actually mad.
she did anything wrong. But that's how it was in the royal house. She couldn't make certain comments and she couldn't approach things in a casual or flippant way because it would be considered offensive and lowbrow. She also wasn't free to really be herself. And I don't know Meghan personally, but she does come across as somebody who is confident and assertive and not afraid to voice her opinion or speak her mind. And those type of personality traits don't work well in the royal house because people have to know their role and fall in line, especially if they're of a lower rank. Meghan was of a lower rank, so she had to do what she was told and follow protocol. And Meghan did challenge that after a while, and this did turn off members of the royal family, especially Harry's brother, William. Harry actually revealed in his book that William confronted him about Meghan and called her difficult, rude, and abrasive. They had a whole shouting match about it, and Harry, of course, was annoyed because he was talking down on his wife, and his brother was overreacting, and he was very, very angry. Harry tried to offer him some water to calm him down, and he basically said that William put the hands on him. This is what he said in his book. He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast, so very fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and
Damn.
knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment, dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out. Now, Harry said William did apologize, and he called him and told him, "You don't need to tell Meghan about this." And he's like, "You mean that you attacked me?" And he said, "I didn't attack you, Harold." Harry said
Damn.
that he didn't immediately tell Meghan about the fight, but when she noticed the scrapes and bruises on his back, she asked about it, and he told her what happened. And he said that she wasn't surprised or angry. She just was very sad about it. And the
Damn, yeah.
situation is sad. And I think with everything that has happened, I don't blame Harry and Meghan for leaving the royal
Yeah.
family. I know a lot of people think that they're attention seekers and they like to play victim, but it wasn't easy.
Oh, they
for
say about
them
Meghan
to
loads,
live in the
though.
royal palace. It wasn't even easy for Harry, even though Harry was conditioned by birth to deal with all of the rules and regulations of being a royal. He too strayed a lot because he wanted his own freedom and he wanted to get out. His whole life, he was looked at as second place to his brother. He was called the spare, while his brother was the heir. He really struggled trying to find his own place. He saw how his mother was treated and how his mother tried to escape the hellhole that the royal palace was. And he saw how badly they were treating his own wife to the point that she became suicidal. And that's what really
Very
prompted
sad.
him to leave for good. And I honestly believe Harry was trying to find a way out for years, but he didn't get that courage until Meghan came into the picture. That's what I feel. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below.
This shit was
Please
crazy,
like,
man,
comment,
man.
and
His thing, right? I don't really have much opinion on these two, right? Do I think that Harry and Meghan are a good couple? Yes. But I don't know what they're like as parents. I don't know, 100%. But nah, I keep on hearing shit like, oh, Meghan always plays victim, they're attention seeking, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I'm team whatever makes people happy at the end of the day, right? And they, right? When you treat somebody like second fiddle to somebody else and all that, eventually the person gets to a point where they'll no longer give a shit. They'll just be out here wilding, rebelling, and all that shit. And it's like, are you shocked? You treated them like second fiddle. You treated them like a spare part for so long that they just wanted to rebel. Trust me, I know. But yeah, all the people that, and they, right? If you don't want to hear what these lot have to say, don't watch their docuseries. Don't read the autobiography Spare that's coming out. Like, you're not conditioned to do that, right? Do Harry and Meghan have a gun to your head telling you to watch their docuseries, watch their read the book? No. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, don't. And just keep it the fuck moving. I'm definitely here to know all of this, right? But here's the thing, right? If they thought that Meghan Markle was abrasive and all of this shit, what would they think about me, right? Me who cusses like a sailor and drinks like a fish and has a couple tats. They call me a liability and all that shit. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to write to the comments to see what other people are saying right now. Princess Diana made Harry feel special about being the spare to the heir. He lost her at 12, 13. Yeah, damn. Imagine losing a parent like that. Especially that young. I lost a parent. And I lost a parent at 21, 2 days before I turned 22. That shit's sad, man. Anyway, in his most formative years, bruh, that's traumatic in itself. So his father to joke about his paternity is sickening. Yeah, who does that? Anyway, the child not embraced by the village will eventually burn it down to feel its warmth. His grandmother seemed to be the only one who treated him well. Now that she's gone, he's gonna give the family hell, and they can't take his titles away. Yeah, exactly, right? The child not embraced by the village will eventually burn it down. Yes, exactly. Watch who you neglect and watch who you treat as second fiddle, because one day they'll come back and bite you in your ass. Like, seriously. It's one thing for the mother and father to argue about paternity of children, But for the father to question or joke about his paternity to the child is unforgivable. Why would you even do that to the child who is innocent? So trash and classless. Yes. Damn. There's just some people that just do shit. And you hear about the shit they've done and you just think, fucking hell, I've lost some respect for you. You know what I'm saying? And they respect is earned, not given. So when people do stuff like that, it's kind of disappointing. It makes you just lose respect for some people. It's actually insane. People keep forgetting that Harry always did what he wanted. He marched to the beat of his own drum. Yes, exactly. I'm not sure why people keep suggesting that Meghan is a bad influence on him. He knew that he would probably never be king. Therefore, he lived his life the way he wanted to. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Like, he used to... Was he out here partying, getting high and all that shit? Fucking hell. Looks like I would have had a good time hanging out with young Prince Harry. I'm not gonna lie. Partying, getting high. Like, he sounded like a good time to hang out with back in the day. But yeah, I just wish them all the best. But this shit's just crazy though, man. But the fact that they were just trying to be like, oh, Meg's a bad influence on him. She's turning him against his brother, his father, and all that shit. It's like, Jesus Christ. Their relationship was a mess before Meghan even came into the picture. Let's be real here. And what William did, that just screamed jealousy to me, right? You're fighting your brother over a girl. Like, that's mad to me. That shit's crazy, man. I'm not gonna read the autobiography. I'm not much of a book reader. If it's on Audible, then I'll listen to it. But that's about it. But yeah, cool vibe. Wish them all the best. Hope that this book makes Harry and Meghan millions. But yeah, I gotta go. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if whenever I feel like it, and I'll see you next one. Bye.